You are listening to Mark Lack, and this is Retail 101 Online. Some phrases sound professional, but quite often mean absolutely nothing. Welcome, Retail 101ers, to episode number 31. These episodes are all designed to give you some quick bursts of retail or management knowledge, and you can do it at your own pace. For our amazing regulars, a huge thank you for continuing to tune in. Your unwavering support keeps us revved up and ready to dive headfirst into the chaotic world of retail. Now, I've worked in this industry for quite a while. From shop floors to strategy rooms, interviews to investor meetings. I've heard, and yes, used, just about every bit of business speak you can imagine. And today, well, we're going to talk about the ones that need to go. You know the ones. The sentences where you sit back, smile politely, and think, wait, what does that even mean? Take this, for example. We're aligning on a value-led pivot, taking a helicopter view so we can future-proof our cross-functional synergies and gain traction before the Q3 deep dive. It sounds like someone swallowed a jargon thesaurus and still didn't answer your question. And here's the thing, I've said some of these myself. In fact, I once proudly proclaimed, think outside the box, nah, let's create a new box. And I thought I was being deep. But the truth is, when we rely too heavily on these phrases, we lose something. Clarity, connection, and credibility. So, with the help of some excellent LinkedIn followers and a few decades of lived experience, let's walk through some of the worst offenders and what we really mean when we say them. Number 1. We've decided to go in a different direction. Shared by Trevor Lack, and yes, he ain't heavy. Often used in procurement decisions or after job interviews, this phrase is a masterclass in avoiding honesty. What it sounds like. We respect you, but not enough to tell you the truth. What it usually means. We pick someone else and we don't want to explain why. What to say instead? We appreciated your proposal, but the final decision came down to pricing, service, cultural fit. Or, thanks for your time, we've chosen a different candidate who had more experience in X, but we really valued your approach. Clarity is kindness, especially when rejection is involved. Number 2. We need to get our ducks in a row. Thanks, Paul Giles, and spare a thought for the ducks. This phrase usually pops up when no one knows what's happening, but we need to sound composed. What it sounds like. We're strategic and methodical. What it means. We're disorganized and we're stalling. What to say instead. Let's assign responsibilities and timelines. Or, we're not ready to move yet, here's what we need to fix first. It's so much better to be clear when a moment needs it. It's better to say, we don't know, let's work it out, than to cover it up. Number 3. Let's run with it and see how it flies. Cheers, Ian Sword. Poetic and pointless in equal measure. Not Ian, of course, the saying. This one pretends to be bold, but it's actually just non-committal. What it sounds like. Let's innovate. What it means, We have no idea if this will work, but we're going to try it and hope no one notices if it fails. What to say instead? Let's test this for 2 weeks and evaluate the outcomes. Or, here's our hypotheses. Now let's validate it. It is so much better to have a clear understanding of the idea. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's supposed to be a pilot, a test, a way to work out if something could work or not. People then can be on the lookout for the elements where it might fail whilst completing it, and then it's easier to fix during the actual pilot itself. Number 4. Proud and humbled. Thank you, Jonathan Moore. I wince every time I hear this one too. This classic LinkedIn contradiction says, look at me, but don't think I'm showing off. It is humble bragging dressed up in faux humility. What to say instead? I'm grateful for the opportunity. It was a team effort and I'm glad to be part of it. Or just say, thank you. There are moments in all of our lives when we achieve something great. It's okay to be grateful. It's okay for people to celebrate your achievement with you. So go for it. Celebrate it. It's a win. You deserve it. Number 5. The boss is always right. Called out by Zubey Kadir. And thank goodness, he is definitely right on that one. This one belongs in the Museum of Outdated Leadership. What it sounds like. Obey authority. What it really means. We don't value challenge or new thinking. What to say instead? Let's look at this from all sides. Or, I want your honest take even if it's different to mine. Okay, so now I'm going to let you in on a little secret that you get taught once you reach a management grade. There is a secret meeting where you get your management upgrade chip. Yes, we are all chipped with 5G access and we know everything and are always right. Ha! I call that BS. I never got mine. That could be the reason why I realised a long time ago that I'm not always right. Every manager has people in their organisation who know more than them, that are smarter than they are, and could do the job in a much better, faster and cheaper way if the managers just got out of the way. Managers are not there to be right. They are there to make the organisation better. And if that means leaving it to the team because they know better, then let them get on with it. Time for some bonus nonsense, the weird and the worthless. Here are 5 corporate phrases that may sound visionary, but usually just leave people confused or quietly rolling their eyes. Let's double click on that. Unless you're debugging Excel macros, stop. What to say instead? Let's go deeper into that point. Low-hanging fruit. Because nothing says bold strategy like doing the obvious thing first. What to say instead? Let's start with the quickest and easiest actions. Moving the needle. Sounds impactful, means not much. What to say instead? What measurable outcome are we aiming for? Let's stick a pin in that. Translation. Let's forget about it politely. What to say instead? Let's minute this and assign someone to revisit it at a later stage. And, a favourite one of mine, we're going after a blue ocean strategy. Which is great, unless you're sitting on the 10th floor of some nondescript office in the middle of the country. what to say instead. We're targeting an underserved market. Here's how. Now that we have heard all of this nonsense corporate gibberish, what can we do about it? Help is on the way. So, how do we speak more clearly in business? Number 1. Say what you mean. Be honest, even if it's uncomfortable. Number 2. Drop the performance. You don't need to sound clever. You need to be understood. Number 3. Use real examples. We need better execution means nothing. We're missing shelf compliance on Wednesdays does. Number 4. Invite clarity from others. Call out buzzwords gently. Ask, can you explain what that looks like in practice? Being clear builds trust, creates momentum, and saves everyone's time. I'll hold my hands up. I've used many of these. I probably still do. We all fall back on familiar language. It makes us feel safe. But in retail, in leadership, in life, safe language doesn't always get results. The best leaders I've worked with, they speak like real people, not PowerPoint slides. So let's retire some of these tired old phrases, not just for the sake of sounding better, but for the sake of doing better. And remember, you don't need to move the needle. Just make sure it's pointing in the right direction. I hope this has helped somewhat in your understanding of which business jargon we should retire right now, what we should be saying instead, and how to develop clarity in your communication. If you can think of anything else, then you know how to find me. Send me a message on LinkedIn, X, or the retail101online.com website, and I can add some new insights to the list. I will apologise now for the sound quality in this recording. It's currently August. I am in Saudi. The ACs are blowing out a blast every now and again, and it's extremely sandy, which is getting up my nose, so apologies for the sniff every now and again. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell wherever you get your podcast fix so you never miss out on the excitement of our next episode drop. Remember, the smartest stores are the ones where everyone is learning, thinking, and growing. Join the future. Start today. And that's it, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next episode, maybe in a couple of weeks' time. Cheers.